viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game between Jaedong as the Zerg in the bottom left and Taeja as the Terran in the top right. I'm sorry for my voice, I'm currently coughing quite a bit because there's something in the air, I don't know what, but it seems to really trigger my, my cough reflex and it is quite annoying. So anyway, we're going to see a standard build-up, and it seems that the production tab is kind of bugged there. Already had that in a previous game, so I know how to deal with it. Yeah, we're going to see him build a supply depot right now. And obviously we're going to see the Zerg build one of his overlords. It's already in production, and it is going to allow him to produce more, of course. So yeah, kind of the standard build-up, although we are kind of not really spending our minerals. It seems that both of them are at 400, and there is no reason, especially for the Zerg, to be at 400, because the most expensive building sorry, for the Zerg costs 300. That is of course this building, especially in the early game, and yeah, you really want to spend your minerals as early as possible for the very simple reason that the more minerals you spend, the more you get done, because if you get a lot of minerals, yeah, you don't spend them, you kind of gain nothing from them. If you, however, build a base or a building out of them, or a spine crawler, a drone, whatever, you gain something from that. And especially drones and well, command centers, yeah, hatcheries, things like that. They allow you to produce more income. And of course, building income with income is kind of what this game is based on. We are going to see a command center and a barracks coming up. The command center, yeah, he kind of did his minerals. Once again, both of them at 600 and 500. There is really no reason for this, other than if you go for like a huge rush with Zerg. So this is going to be a spawning pool, obviously. But he can't really produce enough to spend his minerals, it seems. And that is quite surprising, because normally we see these people hold their income very low. Oh, this is income. Oh my god. Yeah, it's here. It's 300. Okay, that explains a lot. Sorry about that. Not going to restart just because I made a horrible mistake. Now, yeah, that kind of explains a lot, because yeah, these guys normally don't keep their minerals at 500-600. But yeah, it is the income, so it's how much they make in a minute, and of course this is then how much they stacked up. So yeah, the queens are coming out, and with the queens coming out, it means that he has more production, and that is awesome. So yeah, we are going to upgrade speed here, and speed is going to be very valuable for chasing down SCVs and such, but also for just plain attacking the enemy base. The speed is not going to be up to help with this fight though, because this SCV is going to either die or be in the base. Well, before that, it is going to be in the base, and these marines doing a little bit of damage, but the Zergling didn't die, and as long as it doesn't die, it can just, yeah, go back to mine and do its full thing. So the SCVs are the Zerglings coming out to harass the SCV, but yeah, the reaction to that is just to build more crap. These are two bunkers, if I saw it. No, it's one bunker and one supply depot. Okay, two bunkers would have been a little bit overdone. But yeah, this is of course walls it off very nicely. And it allows the marines to just sit in here, doing damage to this entire region. And well, just chasing off the Zerglings. There are a few more Zerglings coming in. The speed has been researched. And that means that he might have actually been able to run in. But now, sorry, with this new supply depot coming up, he can't even run by. We are going to see some Hellions, and the Hellions make a great flambe here. They're going to toast the Zerglings pretty nicely, and the rest of the Zerglings sneak in behind them though. And that might actually cost him a little bit, because his base is open. Oh, all the Zerglings get by. Oh, just a small mistake here, but he is going to lose so much because of that. If the Zerglings can get microed correctly, but of course this is Jaedong. He is the micro master, and look at that. They're doing so much. They're just picking up some units, but that's not even the main part. The main part is that they took out a bunch of SCVs, as well as just prevented the mining from both bases for quite a while. And one Zergling still alive. Yeah, now it's dead, but holy crap, that was a very efficient attack because of this one supply depot not being up. Oh man, he lowered that to let his Hellions through and just didn't raise it. Like, yeah, he's not going to come in. He's not going to be that smart. But obviously, Jaedong saying, well, might as well try, right? And indeed he did. Very successfully, I might add. So, we are going to get one queen against a number of these Hellions. And the second queen not really helping out here. Yeah, this is not going to go well for the Zerg player. Although he does pick up everything before his Zerglings die. Kind of assumed there would be more of an attack coming out from these Hellions. I'm sorry, it's really bad. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's not too annoying for you guys. Anyway, this is a best of 3. It is Dreamhack, so it's all best of 3 until the finals, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to cast all 3 games, so that's awesome. And even if there isn't a game 3, which I don't know yet, but even if there isn't, I'm still going to put up a 3rd game as usual. Because, yeah, anti-spoilers are appreciated apparently, so I will keep doing them. Even if they weren't appreciated, I would probably still keep doing that. Because I think it's a good thing to do. Even if it's only good for like one person, it's still worth it. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, it doesn't spoil you, and if you look this up, yeah, if you just wanted to see game 1 and 2, if there are only 2 games and you know that, then you're not going to be bothered by game 3, because you know already how many games there are. Of course, I can see how people actually use my my videos, and apparently there are a lot of people that just want to watch the final game, and so they start with game 3. Sorry. They start with game 3, and then they see that it's an anti-spoiler, and they go to game 2. Well, yeah, you shouldn't do that, because anti-spoilers are not supposed to work that way. So yeah, that's your own fault if you do that and you get spoiled, because there's only no, actually you still don't get spoiled though. Huh, I didn't even realize that. No, if you watch game 3 first and see that it's an anti-spoiler, you still don't know who won. So you just know that game 1 and 2 are going to be won by the same guy, but since you didn't know who won game 1, you're not going to know who won game 2. So yeah, there's that. Anyhow, yeah, we have some pretty nice attacks coming in here from the Zerg player, but he is running into this this huge wall of, well, buildings. Although they are all small buildings, it is still pretty hard to take them down. If there are some Marines behind it, because the Marines, yeah, they do quite a lot of damage, and of course they can hold off a big number of Zerglings. Not actually hold them off, but prevent them from doing too much without losing too many. And of course, as a Zerg player, you might want to watch out losing your Zerglings. Wow! That splash! Well, he got splashed back, I guess, by a little deadly green landmine. Oh my god. That splash just completely cleaned up the entire Zergling group. Of course, there were 4 of these mines here. So the 4 Widow mines are, of course, good at doing huge amounts of damage. I mean, that is just insane. The Mutalisk switch might pay off, but it is going to be very risky. And I will tell you why. The Mutalisks are very vulnerable to the Widow Mines, as well as the Marines. They can pick up Marines quite easily, but a big group of Marines can actually chase them down. And there is a Zergling, I think, under here. Yeah, there is. Here he is. So the Zergling actually was burrowed. We saw the burrow earlier over here with the Banelings. And yeah, the Banelings actually doing a good job because they were burrowed. And as you can see, they even almost picked off these Widow Mines. And yeah, the Zerg player currently in a bit of trouble because he only has Zerglings. He really hasn't built anything else yet. And yeah, except for the few Mutalisks, of course. But the Mutalisks, as I said, they're going to be very vulnerable to to the Widow Mines and also to the Marines. And yeah, it's going to be hard to get anything done with that. Of course, it can pay off. Oh, nice splash, but yeah, I couldn't, of course, pick them off. He needs to run in. No, he's not going to. He gets out with one Baneling. Banelings are relatively cheap, but you still don't want to, well, get all of them picked off like that. So the Mutalisk coming in, he is going to have to be careful. He knows there are mines here. And oh, wow. This Overseer taking all of the damage, and that is awesome. Because the Overseer, yeah, he doesn't really care whether he loses that. There are no hidden units for, so no stealth units or invisible units for the Terran player. So yeah, he doesn't really care too much about that. It is just there for the speed and in case there are some Widow Mines. But he already picked up all of the Widow Mines, so he didn't really care at that point whether they lived or died. And we are going to see some of the, yeah, some of the I forgot what they're called, but yeah, whatever, the morphs. And they ran into the base, they got a little bit of a scout off, the medevac goes down, and with a huge amount of Zerglings, he's actually going to do very well. The nice split, so that he didn't lose too much, and oh wow, actually getting this, well, this whole group of Marines with just his Zerglings. And yeah, he split them up right at the correct moment to avoid losing his entire group to the Widow Mines. And actually did very nice, well, by just having that huge group of army. It would be nice, of course, to see some more variety coming out, but I guess this is Korean style play. It's mostly based on your ability to micro, not so much the unit composition and such. But yeah, well, it is working for him, so I guess he should stick with it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.